Hello, good afternoon. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late logging on, but I am happy to be here. I was just running around grabbing a few little things, and I'm still a little bit disorganized here, but I know you won't mind because I bet if you're anything like me, sometimes life does not go as perfectly as we want. So if you're okay with things not being perfect, then you're in the right place. Oh, hi Joy, great. It's great to see others joining in. I know that people will slowly join in as they're able. This is my weekly Tuesday at 2 Facebook Live on the Gen Stampin4fun Facebook page. And it's just my way of sharing stamping and sharing some of my excitement with all of you. So whether you can come to my live events or even if you're a little further away and you can't come in person, this way you can still connect with me and we can still have some fun together. So that's what Tuesday at 2 Facebook Live is about. It's about having a little fun. So we do have prizes, just like last week, and I forgot to find out who the prize winners were for last week, but I do have the prizes from last week here. So as soon as I do the drawing after, I will mail those out. But the week before, I already put those in the mail. I believe that was Carol and Chris. So for this week's prizes, I have some ribbon to give away. So I can't wait to mail those off. So all you need to do to enter the drawing for the free ribbon, I believe there's like 5 yards of it on here. All you have to do to enter the drawing is just comment. Let me know that you're here, that you're, if you have any questions or if you just want to tell me where you're from or what you think about what I'm demonstrating. Any comments whatsoever will enter you into a drawing for the ribbon. And then if you do share the video and just share it on your feed so that your friends can see the stamping fun and all of that, or if you have a group that you're part of that you think they would enjoy the video, just share it there and then you'll be entered into another drawing. Just let me know that you're sharing it into a group or into your feed so that I can enter you in that drawing, because sometimes with Facebook privacy it'll tell me how many people shared, but then I can only see maybe 1 or 2 names for some reason. So I can't enter you in the drawing unless I know you shared the video for the second spool of ribbon. Okay, so that is how the drawings work, and each week on Tuesday at 2 we will have new prizes to give away. And so what's been going on this week? Last week this past Saturday I had my stamp camp. So many of you may have been able to come, and it was just a great way to enjoy stuff from the new catalog, to do some stamping. I'm going to grab some of the cards now so that you can see some of the things that we stamped. Doing 10 cards in one sitting can be sometimes overwhelming for people, but not when you come to stamp camp, because I have everything all cut and prepped and designed, and I do a lot of the pre-work for you so that you can really just enjoy and chat and all of that. So let me see if I can grab a couple of my favorites. Let's see. This one, which I posted on my blog yesterday, cased from Wendy Cranford. Now let me see if I can flip the camera around so that you can get a better view here. Let's see, so that it's not backwards. There we go. So now the writing is the right way. Hopefully that's okay for you guys, and hopefully I can still see the comments. So that's one of the cards we did. I like this card because I feel like the colors are kind of cheerful when we got the winter blues here. Here's another one of my favorites. It's using that new cake builder punch. Can you see it there? Sorry, it's a little crooked. And I don't know if you can see, maybe I'll take it out. I really like the tufted embossing folder that's going on there too, because then you can, it just adds a little bit of extra texture. Can you see that on the back? And in case you're wondering, now at first glance you might not realize, but what I did is I stamped the cake image on the Blushing Bride cardstock, and then I stamped the base of the cake base of like kind of the cake stand. I stamped that on smoky slate. So I used black ink and just stamped on the colored cardstock and punched it out. And then what's really fun, and then I colored in the icing with our white chalk marker. Maybe I'll demonstrate this card next week because it was really fun to make. Because what's really fun up here is this little heart. I don't know if you can see, probably not, but there's like a bit of a glossy glaze on it. You can't see it really. But it's using the epoxy hearts. We just put it on top and it's like it gave the top a little glaze, so that was really fun. Okay, so we did like 10 different cards. 10 different cards. Here's another one. This one I designed because I am in love with the Wonderful Romance Suite. And I was like, is there a way to do this without mounds and mounds of coloring? Because this really, when you look at the samples in the catalog, they were all colored. But I didn't want to, it looks beautiful when it's colored, but sometimes when you're doing 10 cards at Stamp Camp, you can't spend half the time coloring. So that's why I did it with the Pear Pizzazz. And I think it still looks classy. I think it still looks great. So that was another one of the cards from Stamp Camp. So if you're just joining in, thanks for joining in. I'm just sharing some of the cards that we did at my event this weekend. And it was fun, and it was using all sorts of new product from the catalog. But let's dive into what I wanted to showcase today. Let's see. Let me move these cards out of the way, and I'm going to try to switch the camera back to its regular orientation there. Because what I will do is I'll flip the camera onto the mount and I will share some things with you. What I thought would be great to share today is the paper pumpkin kit. So maybe I'll flip it down and then you'll just hear me chatting, but you won't see my face anymore. But I always like to start with my face so I can say hi. Okay, let me flip it over and then I'll show you what we're gonna do today. We'll do some stamping. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I have not figured out how to get rid of the shadow. The shadows that we have with my bright lights in my basement. So hopefully we'll just carry on. But if you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, what it is, it's an all-inclusive craft kit delivered to your door. So it comes in a box like this, and everything you need is inside. The only thing that's not inside are the scissors and the you know, sometimes some of the glue or whatever. So let me show you what was in this kit. And always on the front, it's got the picture of what you're going to make. So this kit is January's kit, and it has 24, I believe it's 24 treat packets. Let me see if I can hold it closer there so you can get a little better look at how cute it is, but we'll make one of those today. And then I'm going to show you how you can kind of use the pieces to create other things. So, and inside the paper pumpkin is always the instructions, right? So that if you're brand new to stamping, if you've never tried this before, or if you're just super busy and you're having a hard time, you want to give nice handmade things, but you just don't have the time to make everything from scratch. So to me, this is like, I don't know, it's like a Duncan Hines cake mix, maybe a Duncan Hines cake mix for crafting. So it's all in a box and it's all easy. So I've already opened mine up, but look at all the stuff that you get inside. Okay, so these are actually double-sided. So you've got the one pattern on one side and you've got another pattern on the other side. So there's so many here. And then the great thing about January's kit is that it coordinates with a suite in the annual catalog. So I'll touch upon that later. Hopefully I'll remember. I'll put this over here so that I remember. And what's super in this month's kit, it came with these wonderful enamel elements. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I see more people are joining in, so don't hesitate to comment. Let me know where you're from. Any comments will be entered into a drawing. And of course, if you share the video, you'll be entered into another drawing. So, okay, so this is the block that I'm using today. That's not the block that comes with the paper pumpkin, but on the first time that you get a paper pumpkin, you will get what I call a starter block. It looks a little more like this. I think I showed it last week in the Facebook Live. It's a little more flat. It's kind of a starter block. And then once you get that starter block, you keep it and you continue to use it. But I like the blocks that we sell in the annual catalog because they're nice and thick and sturdy. Hi, Diane. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. I was just telling people that I always feel better when people comment because it makes me feel like at least the feed is working and I know people are out there, and it's always nice to chat and connect with people. And then the kit also comes with a stamp set and it comes with an ink spot. So for me, because I have so many inks, I actually save my ink spots and they're great as little gifts for kids or anything like that. But if you have no stamping supplies, you can absolutely just use that and that will be your ink for the project. Okay, so this kit, let's make something with it. Let's make something with it. So when I don't know what to do, I of course look at the instructions. I'm going to use my larger ink just because it's easier. And what we'll do is we will stamp. They give us these little elements, and I'm going to stamp the words onto it. So there's lots of different images in the stamp set. Oh, hi, Zara. Great to have you pop on. It's always great to use video as a way to connect. Sometimes it's like the way of the future nowadays. You can't always see each other in person. Oh, thanks, Diane. I'm just reading your comment that you liked my presentation on the online creative event. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's for those of you that don't know, Diane must be a demonstrator because there was some demonstrator training this past weekend, and I did a presentation there. And I think the title of my presentation was something like Online Activities for a Face-to-Face Demonstrator Like Me. So I think that was my presentation. So I'm doing a Facebook Live right now because I'm happy to share. And so all I did was just take the stamp, a little bit of Melon Mambo ink, and look at how clean and crisp that stamping is. So we'll put that aside. Oh, I know, the kangaroo's so cute. Let's use him too. And then there's all these die cut images. So these are all scalloped already and they just die cut. So you just need to pop it out. We'll take that, we'll use that. And then we'll use this fun pillow box. It's already scored. And then inside this plastic baggie, gotta find the plastic baggie, they gave us the adhesive, so you don't even need your own adhesive for this one. You just need, it comes with its own adhesive. So I'm not sure the best way to use it, this strip, so all I did was peel off the backing. I'm sure there's a more efficient way, but anyway, I'm just gonna kind of stick this right onto this flap here, and if it's not perfect, I actually need glasses now. I used to be able to see great. And then now it's like all of a sudden, it's like I can hardly see. When I do raffle tickets at my events, I'm like squinting away. I'm like, my arm is not long enough for me to be able to see. So anyway, good thing we got that done. Okay, and then you could just flip this in, but you could put anything inside, right? You could put little candies, you could put little treats. Of course, I'm going to probably put chocolate because I think everybody can use extra chocolate. And then we'll stick our lovely kangaroo on. Again, it comes with some adhesive. They're like little glue dotty things. But I find it easier if you do become a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or if you want to get some stamping supplies. One of the most helpful tools that I use is my snail adhesive, because I can it's just fast, it's easy, and then we can just stick this on here, right? Look at how cute that is. I am so in love with this kit. And I just checked before I got on Facebook Live. I just checked and the refills are now available. So do not wait. Make sure you order your refills. You need to be a subscriber technically to order the refills, but if you contact me, I can help you become a subscriber. I will try to post the link in the post later on, and you can become a subscriber or contact me. I'm going to buy a few extra refills, so if you need one, we can work something out. Look at this cute little heart. Okay, so let's stick that on. Oh, I'm going to show you something. This is something I'm sure everybody knows, but it's only recently become very exciting to me. Whenever I'm trying to glue down little small things, I use my silicone mat so that it doesn't get on my paper. So see, if I wanted to put another heart, if I wanted to put glue on, then I can just not be afraid, let it run onto the silicone mat so it won't stick. Anyway, just wanted to show you that trick. Okay, so there we go. We have our cute little pillow box. Okay, but let me show you how you can use the elements to create something else. You just need a few extra other supplies. And so what I did is I love to look at the colors that they already give us. So they've given us some melon mambo, crumb cake, pool party, and so I decided to use some pool party card bases. And so this is how Paper Pumpkin ends up being perfect for everybody. So even if you have never stamped before, if you have never crafted before, Paper Pumpkin is perfect because everything is inside, and you get that happy surprise every month. You get a little bit of crafting, I don't know, crafting therapy every single month, and you didn't have to like sweat your brain trying to figure out what you're going to make and buy $1 million supplies. Everything's in the box. So that's the great thing. But if you're ready to take it to the next level, you can start playing and designing yourself just with a few extra supplies. So cardstock is readily available, and they come in all different colors. You can just order it straight from my online store, genevieve.stampinup.net. And I do have a January online ordering special going on. Just use that host code and you will get some make and take pieces mailed to you, along with a tip sheet on how to create the make and take. So that's we only have one more week for January's online ordering special. And then I cut, okay, so for those of you that don't know what size I'm doing, I know some of you are very avid stampers, you will know, but this is actually an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I cut it in half at 5.5, and then I folded it in half at the 4 1/4 mark. Okay, so one sheet of cardstock will get you 2 cards. It's quite cost effective. And then I just cut a layer that's 1/4 of an inch smaller. Okay, so it's just 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then all I decided to do is I wanted to dress it up a bit. So I'm using the new dot to dot embossing folder. And I'm just going to put this inside. So it's like a folder, you know, and you just lay your paper inside however you want it to look, and we'll run it through our friend the Big Shot. Let me get it here. I didn't have it right next to me. And I'm going to close this ink pad because I feel like I'm going to stick my hand in it at any moment. And then I'll have a purple hand and a melon mambo hand and a melon mambo sweater if I don't close that. Okay, so thanks to those of you who are joining in. Don't be afraid to comment and let me know if you've ever tried any of the Stampin' Up! Crafting kits. Any comments will be entered into a draw for that fun ribbon that I showed earlier. And if you think you have friends or any friends in different groups that would like to see some crafting fun, make sure to share the video because then you'll be entered into a drawing as well. Okay, so we'll just put this, we're just making a sandwich with the Big Shot. And the Big Shot is just a press. You just roll it and it presses. So what it's doing is the folder is pressing on the paper. Okay, I'll move that out of the way. And then it gives a design. Okay, so isn't that fun? We did that ourselves. So this is the fun dot to dot folder. I thought it would be perfect for this Paper Pumpkin kit because it's so cute, like those cute little animals. Okay, so let's put that on top. We'll use our snail to glue it down. And I find our snail is quite strong, so you don't need tons. Just the 4 corners and a bit in the middle is perfect. Okay. And then I thought, okay, what color should I use next? And of course, I just went to the kit and thought Melon Mambo is the color we should use. So I just cut a strip of the Melon Mambo cardstock, 2 inches wide, and then I decided to make this 4 1/4 inches. It's totally up to you. And then I used our triple banner punch. So these are all items that you can just order through my online store. Some of these things you might think, wow, like let me show you this punch. All you do is you slip it in. It actually has, I don't know if you can see, different notches. So you can do different widths of paper. I'm doing the 2-inch width of paper. And you'll just slip it in and punch. And it gives that perfect little banner punch out. Isn't that fun? So that will do. And then I don't know, let's try and be a little wild, but I love these little critters they have on the Paper Pumpkin stamp set. Okay, so why don't we do like, I don't know what would be fun. Maybe this little iguana guy. Let's do the little iguana guy. We'll put this back, do our iguana, and then I'm just going to use the same Melon Mambo ink and do a little bit of a background on here. It doesn't have to be huge, right? It's just to give a little bit of interest. Hello, iguana friend. Look at how cute he is. Okay, it just gives a little interest on the banner. We could even, maybe we won't turn him upside down, but, and then we could do another one maybe up here. Okay, see, it just gives a little bit of interest and fun. We'll stick that on here. And then again, so I'm just using a combination of products you can get out of the Stampin' Up! Store and products that come right in the Paper Pumpkin kit. So I'm going to go with the scalloped heart this time, which is right from the kit. See, there's quite a few because the kit makes 24 little pillow boxes, but maybe you don't need 24 pillow boxes. So maybe you have extras of these little pieces. And here's some of the things you can do with it. Now, I've already decided who I'm giving my pillow boxes to, okay? So I already know that these little pillow boxes I'm going to fill with candy. And I don't know whether you know, but I have started taking French classes. So I have not gone to school in a very, 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 very long time. So my husband was laughing at me because I was like, so, you know, William, he's an engineer, and I'm talking about William like he's a friend, but he's really just a classmate that I met in the class. But since I haven't had classmates for a very long time, see, this is where my silicone mat, I'll feel better having that. Since I haven't had classmates for a very long time, it's kind of exciting. So I'm going to make them all Valentine treats using the these Paper Pumpkin little doodads, right? Because I can do blue ones and pink ones. There's not very many people in my French class. There's only like 6 of them. But don't feel like these kind of kits are only for kids. Oh, hi, Maureen. Glad you joined in. These things are great to give just to colleagues or classmates. Anybody would enjoy a little treat. So also in the kit came these little tags. So why don't we do the happy birthday or happy Valentine's. Don't forget your apple for the teacher, Joy is saying. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I should do something for my kids. Oh, you're saying in my class. Yeah, I shouldn't just do it for the classmates. I should do it for the French teacher. You know, I went to like 2 classes and I didn't even know what the French teacher's name is. I still don't really know because it's not an easy name to remember. She ended up telling me because I had to ask her. And then she kind of laughed. She says, no one calls me by name anyway. I feel like it's something like it begins with an R and it's not very easy to pronounce. So I'll have to ask her again. Okay, so I like to stamp it before I pop it out of the sheet. I don't know why, that's just how I do it. And then I'll just pop it out and then I can stick that, maybe I'll see if I can sneak it under his little legs a bit. Maybe not. Yep. Maybe something like that, right? Look it. This is so cute. So cute. Okay, happy Valentine's Day. And then we can even use the little heart. Sorry, the heart that I had glued on before. And then I'm in love with those enamel elements that they included, so maybe we'll stick one of those on too. We can just stick it right on top. If we can line it up here. Should have gotten a tool. Look, so there you go. So this is what the kit is supposed to make. 24 of these little beauties. Sorry about the shadow. I don't know how to fix that. Okay, 24 of these little beauties, but look at all the stuff in the kit can give you so many opportunities for creativity to create other things. And the fun thing is, because this suite coordinates with a suite in, this paper pumpkin kit coordinates with a suite in the catalog, if you use up all the elements that are in the kit, do not panic. Let me show you what the suite has in the catalog, right? So there's the designer series paper, and there's the stamp set. Okay, so you'll never run out. If you buy the stamp set, then you'll always have a cute little kangaroo that you can stamp. You'll never run out. Whereas these, once you use them, it's gone. But once you get the stamp set, you can just stamp away. All you need is the stamp, some ink, maybe some markers to color it up, right? And then look at the paper. I want to show, oh wait, because first, I know I mentioned the paper, but there's also these Big Shot dies. So the Big Shot tool that I use to emboss, it can also cut out. So these are some of the shapes, the kangaroo, the giraffe, the rhinoceros, and it matches with the paper. So you can cut out the animals from the paper as well. See how it's just perfectly matched here? Oh, maybe the kangaroo doesn't. Here we go. Okay, can you see that? So it just gives a lot of freedom and versatility. If you really like the cute little critters, you just get more. You can just get more of them. You can just order the stamp set. You can get the paper. Even if you don't have the Big Shot, you could totally cut these babies out if you wanted to. Okay, so that's why I think Paper Pumpkin is perfect for everyone. Now, how the program works is, okay, so maybe since I'm done the stamping, I'll flip it around. So I find it easier to talk when I can see my face, or when you can see my face. So let me flip this around and we'll chat some more. You're getting to see my craft table here. Okay, there we go. So the great thing about Paper Pumpkin is that you get everything inside. So it's perfect for the brand new stamper who's never stamped before, or adults, kids. I think so much, there's, especially for children, there's so much like ways to play with technology, which is wonderful. But as a former occupational therapist, I'll tell you that it's wonderful to use your hands as well and to create. And this is one of the best ways to do it, when you've got an instruction sheet, when you've got pre-cut elements, when you've got a little sample that you can follow. Perfect for adults, kids, beating the winter blues. Everything's inside. But it's okay if you're an experienced crafter. Paper Pumpkin can be for you too, because you can change up the pieces, you can do different things, you can create different things instead of exactly what the kit tells you. So that's part of the fun of getting a different thing every month, because next month they've been releasing, I think, little sneak peeks. They did a cute little video that had like a potted plant and photography, so I'm thinking it'll be some really neat images in the next kit, but we won't know till we get it. So don't miss out on the February kit. And how it works is that you would need to become a subscriber. Now, it's not like when you subscribe for a magazine, you're committed to like 12 months or something like that. When you become a month-to-month subscriber with Paper Pumpkin, you can cancel anytime. You can change how many kits you want. You could skip a month. You could up it to 3 if you're having friends over and you want to do it together. You have a lot of flexibility that way if you're a month-to-month subscriber. So I will, after this video, try and edit this Facebook Live post so that at the top I'll put my link so that you can become a month-to-month Paper Pumpkin subscriber. But the other way to enjoy Paper Pumpkin is to purchase a set number of months ahead of time. So you could just try it and do a prepaid 1-month Paper Pumpkin box, If you're going to do that, it's probably better if you contact me, just because I think you will save a little shipping. But what I would really recommend, because Celebration is on right now, I'd really recommend that you get at least the 3-month Paper Pumpkin subscription. So, sorry, 3-month prepaid Paper Pumpkin. So let me see if I'll read it right off here. With a 3-month prepaid subscription, you get 1 free Celebration gift. So if you have not read up on Celebration, you can head to my website, genevieve.stampinup.net, and there's actually a little tab in the index that says Celebration. You can read up about it, and it's the best time of year. You get a free gift with every $60 you spend. So if you decide to go for a 6-month prepaid, you can get 2 free Celebration items. 12-month prepaid, you can get 4 free Celebration items. So it's very, very cool. So it's a great time to try out Paper Pumpkin, and it's a great time to play. It's a great time to play and make cute things. Okay, so I think that's what I wanted to share with you today. Thanks for joining in. Don't forget that I love to connect with you, so make sure to comment so that I know that you have been enjoying it. And just by commenting, you'll be entered into a drawing for some ribbon. And then if you share the video and share this happy stamping experience with others, then I can enter you for a drawing for another ribbon. So just let me know that you've shared. So really, if you let me know you've shared, you get entered into both because you've commented and you shared. And then that way I know who gets entered into the drawing. Okay, so that's just for fun. Thank you for joining me today on Tuesday at 2. I will be back next week on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to share more stamping with you. So just a heads up, I believe the week after, that'll be February the 5th, I will not be on at 2. I will be on closer to noon, and that's, but that's 2 weeks from now. So I'll remind you guys again next week. But it is great for those of you that joined in this week, and thanks for stamping with me. Bye for now.